so be mentally prepared for mentions of self-exit, self-harm, abuse, all of those terrible things. Yeah, just be prepared. If you can't handle it, that's okay. Catch me on my next stream. I'll be doing some cozy games next time. It's fine. I appreciate you anyways. Yep, Yuri next. Our girl, it's her turn to join. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. Thanks for the follow, Lixvirium. I hope I pronounced that right. Yes. They're suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Yuri! Our girl! She has arrived! Oh, I skipped something, didn't I? What did I skip? Sayori's eyes widened, recognizing the girl. A very, conspicuously... I can't pronounce this word. I'm sorry, you guys. She's very conspicuously... Yes, conspicuously... She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. It worked! It worked! Going up to random reading people and handing them a flyer suspiciously. It worked! Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not! This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. Ah! It's happening! Oh my gosh, it's happening! I know, it's happening. Yuri has arrived. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori. We run the literature club, even though it's just us so far. But what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join the club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and sitting down. Gosh, I love Yuri. She's getting out of her comfort zone, trying to make friends. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. I'm gonna have to look up that name and see if it's actually a real author. I'd love to see what Yuri's reading. Aside from the human experiment book we gotta learn a little bit about before. Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. Oh, that's so adorable. She's so excited that she can't contain herself. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. What but it's meant to be a hint to Salvatore's next game that's going to be connected to Doki Doki. Yes, I did know that, but I meant like what is she into reading other than books about human experiments? Like before, you know, Monica made the madness scale go up significantly. Is Annabelle Dupont an actual author? It's not one I've heard of, but I'm really bad with names anyways, so I haven't heard of most authors. And even the ones I have read, I probably don't know the names of. Sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. Gosh, she's so excited to share her interests. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Aw, it's not a real author. I was hoping I'd find some good fantasy books. That's a bummer. I wonder what it's supposed to be based off of. Where was I? Yes, Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for this. I know, they were having such an intimate moment like a second ago. And now they have a new club member. What a great day for them. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, like, no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. Yeah. I bet she's reading some Aragon. Those were some thick fantasy books. Aragon, Brazinger. I think that's how you pronounce second. I don't know. It's a made-up word. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? You think Yuri'd be into Harry Potter? I don't know. I feel like Harry Potter's like, it might be too basic for her, you know? It's like a really good series, but she's like, the ones she was talking about were like more intense than Harry Potter, I think. Like, I don't know. She gives off like the Hobbit vibes, you know? Like, like long sagas. That's the vibe I get from her. No, maybe she's into like deeper stuff too. I can see her reading Stephen King books too, but those are typically not fantasy. Yeah. Yeah. Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member! There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. Lots of happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. Oh, it's funny seeing Monica as the anxious one for once. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah, she's really good at reading people's emotions. Oh my god. Like, that airhead demeanor is just, like, hiding how empathetic she is, I think. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do! Besides, Sayori lowers her voice, I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back! Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way, because that's how excited she was. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take up place in... Sorry, the chat is blocking a little bit of the words here. That take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Oh my gosh, she's giving her like homework reading to read before reading the book. She's so into this. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori, while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you want to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up. So she just walked out. It was so awkward for her too, girl. Don't worry about it. It was an awkward way to do things in general. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. But I decided that was probably irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Yep, that's what we call anxiety. It's not fun. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So, it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interest with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, and a look of concern on her face. How about... I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry. Oh my gosh, that's so in character for her. She's so adorable. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off to the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. You can do it, Yuri. You can do it! Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I am not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as a vice president of the literature club. There. Now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing, the comments, they're in the way again, my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like you would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. Yeah, if you don't get distracted by watching lots of TV shows, anime, reading manga, you know, all the things that I do that give me zero time to edit my VODs. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! Yuri exits. Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. Oh la la, Sayori's there first this time. It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. Oh my gosh, if there was an apocalypse and there was no internet, the world will end. It will be the end of all of us. Wasn't there... There was a show where it was like there's no electricity, which is like the more extreme version of no internet, I guess. But I still feel like it would have similar effects if there were just no internet. Because I remember, like, I learned somewhere in school that, like, nowadays, like, modern day people, our brains are, like, literally different now. than people in the past because of the internet. Like, our brains are literally, like, chemically different because we don't retrieve memories the same way as people in the past did, because, like, they had to, like, actually remember things. Whereas we just need to, like, remember that, oh, I can find that on Google. I just need to remember Google it. I don't need to remember the actual thing, right? Anyway, tangent. Back to Yuri. Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well... I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Oh, why? Because... I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. Oh, sweetie, we're all interested. That's how you make friends. You share each other's interests, and you take the initiative to, like, go get involved with their interests. You know, that's how you do it. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have been working on recruitment and stuff, mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together. Reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity? That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. No, sweetie, don't be sorry. We're not judging your anxiety. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga? It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry. I'm ready now. Dusk Bell by Annabelle, that is kind of cute. Wonder if Yuri's favorite character would be Norichi Kamo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, I haven't watched enough of that show. I only watched like the first couple of episodes with my brother, and then I moved and I didn't want to watch it alone. So I just stopped watching it. Which character was that one? Okay. Yeah, I think she would like that character. Or at least the super hyped up madness version of her that Monica corrupts would definitely love it. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Are we taking notes on a book we're reading for fun? Human Curse Hybrids. That sounds fun. Maybe I should get back into that series. I have a really bad habit of not finishing anime series. Like, I'll start them, and then I'll get distracted by something else. I get distracted really, really easily. Yeah, K-dramas too. My mom has been trying to get me to watch, what was it? The Attorney one? I know it's like super popular and it's on Netflix. My mom has been obsessed with that one recently. Yes, Attorney Woo! That's what it is. Yeah, I've been thinking of starting watching that because my mom's getting really into it, and she's like usually not like the sort of person that gets interested in like Asian media in general. This is probably her first ever K-drama. Oh, that's so cool! Are you planning to like go to law school then? Oh my gosh, I could not. I went to school for writing, and you know what? I'm not gonna say my degree is worthless, but I definitely could get a better job with other ones. Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. She literally is taking notes on the book she's reading for fun. That's kind of cute. It shows her passion for these books. I knew people who would do that with like... Oh god. I knew people who would do that with Percy Jackson. Those were the days. Yeah! I wish I was better at drawing. My skills are garbage. I don't think they're the worst in the world, but they're definitely not good. I can't do proportions. That's where I get stuck. I've tried so hard to get it, but my brain just don't click that way. I don't know why. Notes? I mean, yes, that's an effective strategy. Oh, Discord? Did somebody send something? I'll look real quick. Oh, right. Even Discord closed. Literally everything on my computer closed when the stream got cut out. I swear I had it open before. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone who's new to the genre. On Discord real quick. Where on Discord am I looking? Oh, there. Oh my gosh, that's so cute! You did some fan art for me? Oh my gosh, I gotta pull that up. I'm saving it. I'm saving it to my desktop, and I am labeling it first ever fan art. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Okay, I wanna show everyone. Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna close the game. I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. Okay. I think I can do it this way? Give me a second. This is gonna take me... Is it showing? Oh, it's kind of showing. There it is. There we go. No? How do I make this work? Well, it definitely shows sort of in my downloads. How do I pull this? Ooh, you know what? I could probably just like pull this up on my screen. Give me a second. Well, not that one. I am gonna figure this out. I'm still getting used to a bunch of things on here. Let's see. Media file. There we go. I just want to show the world how pretty it is because, oh my gosh, I've never had anybody make fan art for me before. Is it? Oh, no. Jamie and I just know each other on Discord. This is taking me so long to figure out. I'm so sorry. I feel so technologically illiterate right now. It should be in my downloads. Not showing up when I do media file. What do I have to do then? It's media image. That's probably it. That would make more sense. Art. There we go. Look how pretty it is. Oh, it's so big. Give me a second. It's so pretty. Thank you so much. Dude, this looks great. Can I make this my profile picture, Jamie? Would you be okay with that? I'll give you credit on everything, but this is so cute. No, it's not sloppy. It's adorable. I love it. It's so freaking cute. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm gonna like change all of my profile pictures after this. Alright, I'm gonna make it go away now so I can finish this part of the game at least. Oh, it's so pretty. I want to keep looking at it. Alright, back to the game for a little bit longer. I can play for at least another half an hour, or at least until we finish this this part for Yuri, I think. Because, as usual, I do eventually have to go to work. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. I know, I can't imagine being able to draw something that amazing in an hour. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Look at her cute blushy face. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in things that I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the past 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! Yes, Sayori, you are so emotionally intelligent, it's impressive. Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, the factions, the history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. This kind of reminds me of when I do like world building exercises with some of my writing friends, because like occasionally I try to help people sort through their ideas to get an actual story on paper, and it ends up being a blurb of their world building, and it's so much fun. But despite Sayori's expectation, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. Aww! It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't really read fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots, Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicted mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. I've only seen footnotes in, like, historical writings, like, Dangerous Liaisons and that sort of thing. I haven't seen it in, like, classic fantasy ones. To have such a complex world, you need footnotes. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situation and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now, or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that! It's implied from context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. No, girl, ask questions. Questions are good. We like questions. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find the words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow, but I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. Aww. I'm sorry that I made you. I'm feeling so disheartened. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. No, don't lie about your feelings, honey. You did good. You did good. She's just misinterpreting again, I think. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe if she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. If I can stay awake for longer, I absolutely will, because I do want to play this so much. Alright. So, where were we last time? Just quick recap. Where were we? So Yuri just joined the club in these side stories, and, Sayori was feeling self-conscious about not being able to read as fast as her, essentially, and she said so, and Yuri misunderstood that as her not enjoying herself, so Yuri left, all sad. Sayori got all sad because Yuri was all sad, and now this is the next day. That's where we were at. So, for the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best! But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. No, Sayori. You're letting... Oh, you're letting the bad thoughts win, honey. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-depreciating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. She's coming! She left her book there! She has to come back for it. She loves them so much. Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Poor thing. Poor thing. Not Yuri or Monica. Oh, not even Monica. Where is everybody? Oh, there she is. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? Because you're too kind? I don't know. I mean, she isn't later. I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's gonna leave such a bad impression on my new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. Ooh, is this a new soundtrack? I don't think I heard this song before. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering... Hi, Snyder! Schneider? How's it going today? I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Oh, it's Clyde! Hi! Oh, thank you for joining me today. And I'm so tired from work, so this is probably going to be a decently short stream. I want to at least get through one part of the side stories here. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? I don't know if you've ever played this game, Clive, but we're doing the side stories, which are kind of like prequels to the actual story. So this is like right when Yuri joins the club, which is super cool. We get to see like the before stories. Yeah, so you're kind of seeing the prequels. Which is cool. I don't think it'll, like, if you ever play the actual game, it shouldn't affect the gameplay all too much, other than you're gonna be way more attached to the characters, I think, because so far we've seen a little bit of Sayori's side story, who you'll see in a second, and oh my gosh, it was so sweet. It was so cute. Their friendship was so adorable. The cat. Here. You gotta sit in my lap, Mika, if you're gonna join us for Doki Doki time. Okay? Alright, Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. Nope, you gotta sit in my lap, Mika. Cat is trying to go all over the keyboard again. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Aw, thank you, and also thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm hoping this game will give me some energy, because I'd love to play more tonight, but we'll play as long as I can keep my eyes open. I've been up since 6 a.m. my time, and no, I've been up since 5 a.m. my time because of work, so we'll see how far we can get. Yeah, I mean, it was for a good cause, okay? I had a giant catering event that was for a bunch of firefighters, so we fed like 500 firefighters that are fighting the fires near me right now, so it was nice being there, but oh boy, am I just completely exhausted. Hey, my cat is still trying to get in front of the screen. Sit! It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Aw, Yuri's avoiding Sayori right now. She feels awkward. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods, and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. They're so awkward. I love it. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. It is kind of a slice of life romance, I'd say, but with other elements added into the main story. Other radically different elements. But yeah, the prequel stories definitely remind me of a slice of life and just like cute friendships, which honestly I love. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the reading you were into, But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. Also, welcome back, Jamie. Thanks for joining again. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. Oh my god. Both of my cats are now trying to, like, knock over glass things on my desk. Bad girls. Bad. She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. Yeah, Yuri likes taking her time thinking before she says anything, which, you know, I respect that. A moment passes in silence, and Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. No, baby, that's anxiety speaking. Just speak your mind. Aww. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course! I need to be looking out for everyone, otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people? How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? Oh my gosh, I feel that so hard, girl. Like, I don't know. There's something about meeting new people that I'm like, what do I talk about? What do I do? What do I say? And I just stay silent until they say something instead. It's so bad. I can't talk for hours about the things that I'm into, unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. Well, I don't think that was pity. That wasn't pity, Yuri. Sayori just wanted to understand and, like, share your interests. That's how you make friends. And Sayori falls into that third category. No, she doesn't. It wasn't pity. She what? Hold on. You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. Hey, bad cat. Bad cat. She's actively stepping on my keyboard. No. No, naughty girl. Did I skip anything? She was like right in front of my screen, stepping on the keyboard. I just wanted to be treated like a normal person. Okay, was there... Yuri nods. That's the only thing I missed. Okay, not bad. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I push her into. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. Yeah, our girl is a bit socially awkward. Very socially awkward. I love her though. Yuri's our girl. She's the chat favorite, definitely. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fist clenched. Aww. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? Aww. Stop calling yourself weird, honey. Just have some confidence. You're great. We all love you. I'm sorry. I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exasperating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. That's so sweet. That's such a sweet sentiment. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. Yes! Good communication. We love good communication. I don't have good communication. Oh. Oh. Oh, baby, no. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Stop apologizing. My head is just... It's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. It does have a decently long storyline. Honestly, I don't think it's too long in comparison to some other games I've played. Like, I think you can definitely play the main story in, like, a good 5 or 6 hours. Like, you could play it all in a day if you really wanted to. And I definitely have before. But this is, like, the extra content. We're getting into the extra stuff that wasn't in the original game. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just pushed them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session. But I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Aww. Aww. Yeah. Monica is so sweet before she becomes, sentient. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. Alright, Yuri, go make up with Sayori. Go read together. Just for a moment. Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. She gathered all of her confidence for that, I think. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never gonna feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although, I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. And thus, we know how the tea in the clubroom came to be. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the clubroom. You can use, like, an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Could that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. It must. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri! Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Oh, she's so panicked. I love it. She's so cute. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. Yes, Yuri is best girl. She's so shy and cute. But also really, really passionate about books. Which, you know, I'm kind of a book nerd, so I like. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page full of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. Oh my gosh, she's so proud of her notes. No! Bad cat! Can you guys not bother me for like 10 minutes? Can we do that? Okay, you go jump that way. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? No, you guys are just on completely different wavelengths. I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No. It's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. You're not weird. It's not weird to have your own interests. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Oh. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. Are we gonna get the CG now? I think this is it. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with eternal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave. Just escape from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrapped around her from behind. Yes, because Sayori is powered by hugs. Aww! That's such a cute CG. It's okay. Yes. Oh my gosh, she looks so sad. Aww. It's alright. Sayori's really good at comforting people. It's her special skill. Okay, cat. Sit in my lap. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. Aww. I promise I understand that. So I'll just give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessed in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. No. We love you, Yuri. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one. I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, even more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me when we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need too. Yes, but I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you were getting frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know. But my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I love it that Sayori understands her so well. She's doing such a good job of relating. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like, about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Oh, she's smiling now. She's not as teary. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have my tongue stopped working there. Seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Sayori doesn't only get powered by hugs, she gives power through hugs. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. That's relatable. I had a pixie cut for most of my childhood because I refused to brush my hair. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on, though, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent. consent first. Very true. I mean, that was really, really cute, but I guess technically Sayori did not ask for consent first. But it was so adorable still. Oh no! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. Yeah, we don't want Sayori to get in trouble by hugging random strangers, which definitely sounds like something she would do. I'm back! Oh yeah. Sayori is our lovable airhead that also just has really great interpersonal skills. Like, she's a great empath. We love her. Monika's back! I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monika. Ah! She whispers loudly, "Can I hug you?" Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. You can tell she really just wanted to run up to Monika and hug her. Oh yeah! Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. I think Yuri learned that already. A little too late of a warning. Hey, don't call me a hug monster. Artemis is a monster. Artemis is a monster? No, Artemis is a goddess. She's pretty cool. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Oh, maybe she's talking about the book. That would make a little more sense. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes! Do you like poetry? And that's how they all started writing poems! It was all Sayori all along. She was the start of it. Yuri smiles.